Hey, what's happening, gang? What are we working on today, Chad?
We're gonna get this thing pulled out of the trees. We're gonna check it all out. We're gonna do a parts price breakdown for everyone. And we're gonna go from there. And if it's worth doing, we're gonna restore this thing. If it's not, we're gonna use this thing for something even cooler. Oh my goodness!
This is too heavy.
All right, well, I got an idea. Hey, Thailand, can you go get your farm truck? This car we can't get pushed out.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Ready?
Yep, give her. That's good.
Thanks, Thailand.
That was easy, wasn't it?
Yeah, all that just to pull it forward, but yeah, that was awful nice of her to help us out.
Yep.
We're gonna go ahead and clean this thing up, vacuum it out, get the seats out, all the nasty stuff out of it, so we can kind of see what we're looking at here. Holy rats!
Ugh.
This is kind of scary, Joe.
This is a bit of a barnyard situation.
Wow, man, look at all the hay in there. That wasn't there.
Oh, you got a critter of some kind living in here.
If it crawls up my pant leg and I scream like a girl, I hope nobody's paying attention. Yeah. What do you think? I think it might be savable.
We don't want to vacuum too hard or we're not going to have much of a car left.
Knock it off, Joe. Holy smokes, I should get the broom and dustpan first, huh? Yeah, let me get a dustpan and broom and we'll just kind of... Well, Joe, this will probably help your vacuum problem. We'll just kind of...
I'll help a little bit.
I don't want to fall through the floor or nothing.
Get the big chunks. Get
Dang.
the full body rats out.
Yeah, the heck. Woo! I think Master Splinter was living up in here. Yeah, good stuff. Joe, why don't you take the broom and dustpan?
Okay.
I'm gonna go grab something that'll make our life a lot easier.
Okay. Jeez. Weight reduction program. Glove box comes out.
We're gonna go ahead and start the breakdown. We're gonna start from the front and go all the way to the rear and just kind of give a quick, simple breakdown of everything that we need to replace or fix and do, and the price cost breakdown of pretty much everything at the end of the video. we'll have pretty much a cost breakdown of just parts and stuff and maybe some labor as well. Obviously, we're doing the labor ourselves if we restore this thing. I guess we'll start with what, Joe? The
trim. Look, every single piece of it's pitted.
Yes.
There's not a single piece that doesn't need to be re-dipped or taken off and ground down or replaced in general. The bumper, pretty rusty. You know, all these pieces pitted.
Yeah. So we can send the bumpers out. They can fix them all and re-chrome and stuff, but sometimes it costs more to do that than it does just try to buy them. But it seems these are probably a factory
Original.
OEM original. Yeah, it'd be better to get them chromed out, and I'm not really sure on that cost. We'll have to probably look that up.
Yeah.
But if you look at all this trim right here, it is pretty well shot.
Flaking away.
By the time you send all this stuff out right here to be re-chromed and all, it's almost going to cost you more than just buying it. So I'm pretty sure we'll just have to price out trim. This trim actually looks decent, usable. Someone looked like they tried to fix it a little bit there. If you go down the side of it and look at the rest of the trim.
Handles need to be redone though.
Yep. Yeah, the door handles are a little on the oxidized side as well, but some of it's good, like the door trim's missing up there on the top.
Missing a little bit for this.
I have one side of that.
One side of that. Bumpers. Yep. This one's shot actually. Got holes right here, so they can't do anything for that. I guess these are caps for the bumpers.
Yeah.
So maybe the middle bumper's okay, but the outside caps
the mounts
are gone.
And all these like emblems.
Gas cap.
Yeah, this one's actually really nice.
That is.
This whole side trim is really nice on the whole side of the car. It's trim and bumpers and all that. That's
major cost.
Yeah, major cost. So now these body panels. Let's talk about all our body panels and stuff. This hood is savable. It's actually pretty solid underneath. It had some sort of rubberized undercoating at one point and stuff. The edge is really good. The front lips.
Not rusted out.
Yeah, it's just a lot of...
Needs a little work at the rear here, of course, but...
Yeah, they did some crazy mud work, but it's decent. We could actually save it. Back here, we'll have to patch that. I'd rather save that hood than buy a new one. The fender's shot. It looks good from a long ways away, but someone has patched it up a little bit, and we can maybe get lower patch panels from the trim down. I'm not sure how they come in with a look, but we'll need new fenders and stuff. They're pretty much gone.
This one's not quite as bad, but still has the rod at the lower portion here. You can see it bubbling down here, and you can just feel there's a fair bit of mud up until right around here. So if they do make lower patch panels, that wouldn't be too bad, but
I think they pretty much make every little thing for this.
Yeah, you could build this whole car out of a catalog.
We'll find it.
Outer door skins, for sure.
Yeah, we need the whole skin. So just looking from a camera, quick view, it's...
Not a bad looking door.
It's not bad looking at all, but...
However, you know...
Joe, what the heck? That wasn't there until you touched it. Pretty well shot, the door skin itself. I think the shell...
is not bad.
Yeah, the actual shell, well, if you look underneath here, the whole bottom of the door is gone on the inside.
Is it?
Yeah, it's got a big old hole. You can fit your hand on it. Yeah, I think I can weld a piece on that and stuff.
Rear fenders, not too bad actually.
Yes, they're called quarter panels.
Quarter panels, I'm sorry.
Don't listen to these guys.
I'm not the body man.
So, yes, the quarter panels actually look decent.
There's a little bit of mud.
Yeah, someone did some mud work to make it look good while it was up on the sign. But I think, I mean, if we're doing a complete resto job on it, we'll really have to look into it. But if you notice, it's kind of
flexy,
weak and flimsy, so we may have to look at putting quarters on this. There's really no other way around it if we want it done right. And up here, as you can
and
see,
into this roof line as well, the sills, they always rot because water and debris collects and rots out these lower areas where it can all collect at.
Before you know it, the roof skin will fly off when you're doing 100 mph down the highway.
Yeah, make it a convertible real quick.
Yeah, but the roof itself is actually
pretty
decent.
Nice. Yeah, decent.
It's normal to find a little cracking around here and stuff, but usually in here there'll be a lot of holes and stuff, and there's like none. Start sandblasting this rust in here, you'll end up with some holes, but that's all fixable. You can weld it. I don't see no sense of having to put a roof on this thing, and it looks good on the inside too. How about the trunk, Joe? What do we think?
Trunk lid I think this looks okay. A little punky, some pitting, but some little bit of mud will fix that up. Let's see what the inside's like.
A little mud, a little weld.
Yeah. That's okay-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where?
That's just a little.
Oh yeah,
Not bad.
we'll just have to put a bottom in it.
Yeah.
We'll have to reskin the bottom, do a little patch.
This rear panel right here, it's all rotted out. Obviously a collection point for dust and dirt. And you can see how mud would just sit in there and
All that is
rotted
too, it's
away.
almost like leaves and everything just sit in there and rot that out. So yeah, that'll be kind of something we can almost just make unless they sell it cheap enough. But
Yeah. And you come around here and this, you can see this rear quarter is getting flaky too. This one also has the same issue with mud and flexing and just general.
Yeah.
Oh, that's all fiberglass up in there actually.
yeah, when we say mud, mud is body filler.
Bondo.
Bondo, body filler. That's what
What your
mud
teenager's car is full of.
is. Yep.
This door, shot.
This door shot too. Yep.
Yep. It goes to church on Sundays. It's holy.
So pretty much door skins. How's the inner shell on this prior? Just as beat up as the other
I'd
one.
imagine so.
Oh man, this one's actually solid compared to the other one. It's actually really solid. I mean, it smells like pee, but it's pretty solid. Yeah, probably just a door skin on this one.
Good.
Go ahead and skin that one. And the rockers
Actually, not that bad, are they?
look like they just patched her up.
Yeah, this is a patch right here. You can feel the lip right here.
Pretty much fenders, fenders, door skins, quarter panel. That's the outer sheet metal. How's the floor on your side look, Joe?
Not much of it left. It looks like they did patch it at one point with whatever they had laying around.
No kidding. This side looked like they put just threw
Steel.
some pieces of metal down. Yeah, some
Yeah.
steel, hammered it down and just tacked it up just for,
So it wouldn't fall through her.
It's kind of weak though.
But the whole inside here out to the actual wall of the car here, this will pretty well need a complete floor. Any way you slice it.
Yes.
Firewall back, it looks like.
All right, so then we have the trunk pan back here. What do you think about that, Joe?
Not bad, actually. I'm surprised to see that this is all intact here. Usually these are the first thing to rot out because, again, another spot for stuff, sediment, dirt, water just to collect. I mean, we could get away probably with just a few patches back here. You know, fill this in right here, a couple right here. Obviously the rear trunk here, but really not that bad.
Yeah, what I don't like is this
Yeah, when they start to
That whole-
separate.
inner wheel well right there is toast. It's cracked all the way from there to there, separated from here.
Squishing up into it.
And that helps support a lot of the body right there. So that's gonna have to be replaced no matter what. I mean, yeah, we shouldn't patch that up.
Does that sag when we...
That's pretty much the floor pans.
Dash? They're made
I
out
like
of,
it.
They're made out of metal back in the day, so
Yeah.
nothing much happened to them except, you know, stay beautiful.
So yeah, just knobs and stuff like that, and pretty much clean up and just paint all this stuff. So that's not going to be too big of an expense and stuff. But I mean, obviously for your stereo, you're going to have your antenna, power antenna. Isn't that awesome?
Yeah, that's nice.
Like power antenna back in '57 was pretty cool stuff.
Headliner.
Headliner
nothing.
looks pretty good though. We could probably save it. What do you think?
Stuff that back in there and good to go, right?
Yeah.
Oof.
What do you think, Joe?
Nope. And then
No.
door panels.
Yeah. Interior trim panels everywhere. Even-
Seats. No seats in it whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, there's seats.
No carpet.
As far as glass and stuff, this quarter glass right here, it actually rolls up and down. It's not a fixed glass. It's actually pretty cool.
That's so nice.
But it looks like either a rock or someone decided to shoot at it or something like that. So that'll have to be replaced. The window is cracked right here, so that's gonna have to be replaced. The little vent window is gonna have to be replaced.
Those are also crank windows, kind of cool.
Yeah. Crank window, is it cranking?
Nope, that one
No.
doesn't. So we'll have to mess with the mechanism on
The,
that thing.
you know, the windshield, honestly, you could just run it like that, but it's getting, you know,
It's got some streaks in it.
yeah, the wiper streak, and then it's got the fog coming up on the sides of it, just some scratches, but that's, I mean, that's actually livable.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see how much that costs, because if you're gonna redo this back to brand new,
Yeah, you want a
gonna
new
probably
piece
just
of
replace
glass.
it.
Plus, you don't want to be driving around with tempered glass really either.
and then Another vent glass right here is busted. It'll have to be replaced. It's bubbling up on your glass. This window side. This rear glass is actually quite nice. Still bubbling up on the inside.
One works. Obviously, underneath the car is where it really gets scary looking. Wheels and tires. Those look like they were painted on white wheels too. That
Yeah.
Someone put a paintbrush to those bad boys.
That's a good idea though.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Cheaper. But yeah, it will need new tires, new caps can be polished up.
Yep.
Painted
Rims
up.
are probably passable if we polish those
Maybe,
up.
those
And
are pretty rotted. We had this lifted up in the air and we know the frame is completely toast.
nothing left of it.
Yeah, there's
some in the front. A little bit of frame in the front, obviously, but that's about it.
So yeah, the frame is toast. The rear end is, I don't know, questionable. We have no idea about that yet.
It does roll, so it's not locked up, but we don't know what gearing it is. We don't know, what the quality of it is.
There's no drive shaft. There is no engine and transmission. That is completely gone. As far as wiring and everything underneath the hood is gonna all have to be replaced. Suspension,
Junk.
everything.
Brake, parts, junk.
Well, what are we looking at for a total, Joe?
Well, for just parts, nothing extra, anything like that, we are looking at $30,750, which is a lot of dinero.
Wow, that's just parts.
That's just parts, no labor. That's not our time, which we're looking at.
And you factor in like some hardware and stuff like that as well?
Yeah, I just did $500 in miscellaneous, so it's probably going to be a lot more than that all said and done.
Wow.
And hundreds of hours, really.
Yeah, so 30,000 in parts. And I've restored cars in the past. Something like this, if you're going to pay a body shop to do it, I mean, you're going to be $100,000 into a complete resto, frame off restoration. Just hands down, something like to this extreme. I don't really think that I'm going to spend that kind of money. I want to actually use this car. I do not want to like make it a little princess pavement pounder, and trailer queen. I want to use this car. I want to daily drive it. I've got an awesome idea for this car. You're gonna have to wait till the next video to find out.
We'll see you next time, gang. Thanks a lot.
Thanks for watching. Oh yeah, this is gonna be cool.